It's that time again, it's time to grab our tools and fix what's broken. Let's save money and do it ourselves. Let's save money and do it ourselves.
You want to try the easy things first. You want to look into your fuse box, and you will see underneath the fuse box lid there is a guide telling you what each fuse and relay is for. You're going to want to make sure that number 2 fuse, 40 amp to the radiator fan, number 1 is okay, and the relay where number 18 is located, number 2 for the radiator fan, you're going to make sure that is okay. And if you look at this diagram where number 2 is, to see if the fuse is good for the radiator fan, you want to check this first J case fuse right here. I believe this is a mini J case fuse. It's a 40 amp, and as you can see, the fuse is good. And a lot of times these burn out and the fuse is bad, and people will replace every other part, you know, just pulling their hair out trying to figure it out when it's just as simple as that fuse. Also, that has to do with the radiator fan, are these 2 relays right here. If you have a relay checker like I have right here, you hook these 2 alligator clips up to the battery and you put the relays in this device, and I will put a link to it in the video description. You can test these 2 relays. If you don't have a tester, you can use another relay that goes to something else and swap them out and see if that works for you, and see if your radiator fan will start working. So that is another thing that you can try. Another simple thing that can be causing your radiator fan not to function or not to function properly is the cap on your radiator or overflow reservoir. In this case, it's the overflow reservoir, and it has to hold pressure. So if the gasket in this radiator cap has failed, you'll just want to buy a new radiator cap, and that could be the solution for you. And another problem you could be having is the coolant temperature sensor could be failing. And if you look down in there on this particular model, it's going to be located on the driver's side toward the back of the engine right there. You see that little red clip right there where I'm pointing to? That is the sensor that detects how cool the coolant is in your engine. If that fails, then it's unable to tell the computer in your car how hot the coolant is. It will disable the radiator fan from kicking on. So there is another problem that you could be facing. This is the old radiator fan, and I'm going to show you what another problem can be. It could be this little part right here, and as you can see, it is replaceable. It has a 10mm bolt right there, and then you can take this off and it plugs into your fan right there. The wiring harness does. This is what you call a radiator fan resistor, and as you can see on the back right here is what it looks like, and they can fail, and if they do, your radiator fan is not going to work. Lastly, some other problems you could be facing is the fan assembly itself. There could be broken fan blades. There could be bad bearings or other internal workings of the fan motor itself. Right there, here are the numbers. You can just pause the video if you need those. And that has done it for this episode of Garage Time with Goody. If you find any of this information useful, please smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I'll see you later.